Hello everybody, today I'm here to review Mother Mary, a new psychological drama film directed by David Lowery, who you might know from The Green Knight, A Ghost Tale, Pete's Dragon, Peter Pan and Wendy. He's done a bunch of stuff, and this is a new movie about a pop star and her costume designer kind of reconnecting and going through some stuff as they try and prepare for her next concert. It's interesting stuff starring Anne Hathaway and Michaela Coel. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I apologize if I'm messing that up, but this will be a non-spoiler review if you've not seen Mother Mary. But without further ado, let's get into things. And this is a movie I have very, very mixed feelings on. Not bad feelings. I'd say my thoughts on the film are overall positive. I just have a lot I want to say. So just breaking it down from the beginning, I feel like this movie, there's a lot of good about it. It is beautifully shot. The visuals are really, really strong. David Lowery's directing is really good. The way he transitions between past and present, flashback and modern day, is really creative with what they do with the sets and the camera movements. And there's a oneer in this film that's just like a transition through time that's really, really, really good. And I mean, the sets are beautiful. The costumes are amazing. It's a great looking movie. All the concert sequences are really strong. There's some great music. The lead performances are incredible. Anne Hathaway and Michaela Coel, they are so strong. They have a great back and forth together and just a really good dynamic. There's a scene where Anne Hathaway's dancing in the first act or so. That's really strong and powerful, and it's just a great moment for this movie. Hunter Schafer's in this. She's not in it enough. FKA Twigs is in this movie for a cameo that's kind of weird but very memorable, so she did a good job. And the first half is definitely an interesting character study of these two people, their relationship, as it tackles their respective art and their relationship with each other, the way maybe one person might have taken another's work and made it their own, or cast another out. And it's just very, very interesting stuff. And the second half becomes more like the first half, I'll finish that up. It's very interesting, but it's definitely slow at points, and they're speaking in very long, kind of almost monolithic conversations at point. It's very heavy in metaphor. They keep talking about oh, I opened the door for you, but you closed the door for me, but then our door was not actually a door. It's like that for 20 minutes. And there's some good stuff in there and some great performances in there, but it's just kind of muddled to me. And so there's some good stuff there, some bad stuff there, and then in the second half it very suddenly shifts, which on the one hand I'm happy it did this shift because the first half is getting a little stale, but on the other hand it's so out of nowhere. It kind of becomes like a psychological, supernatural horror movie a little bit. It's really bizarre, and the creepy vibes are very much on point. They do a great job with that. There's some scenes that are very tense, and it's still very well shot. It's just so, what the F is happening? What is going on now? It's all just very jarring and stunning, or striking. It's tough, because then also, like I was saying, I was talking about how they're talking in metaphor. Now a lot of the second half of this movie is dealing with metaphor, of the way their trauma and their relationship with each other is kind of abstracted into the big conflict and resolution and final sections of this movie. I don't know, I get what they're going for. It just didn't really work for me that well. It just felt like they were trying to say something, but they were trying to get through so many loops as to not just bluntly say it, but it kind of goes through so many twists and turns that it just doesn't hit the way it's supposed to. So it's an interesting movie about this pop star and the way people in creativity kind of have to deal with all this stress and the bad choices they may make and the relationships they may ruin, and kind of trying to heal a friendship that one may not want to heal. It's interesting stuff, and there's a lot of good stuff about, this broken relationship. As I said, Anne Hathaway and Michaela Coel are great visuals. It's a very well-made movie. It's just the script is very muddled and messy, and that left me not feeling a ton of resolution in the resolution, just feeling what did I just watch? Okay. So, and like I said, I'm mostly impressed with this movie, and I still left I get what it's going for. It's got some interesting ideas. It's just very, very messy. It's not a bad time in the movies. It might very much be your thing. It just wasn't totally mine. But still, great performances, well-made movie, just, some rough stuff. But I would still say it's a decent film, one of the better films of the year. I appreciate that it is trying something new and is trying to be daring, and that kind of puts it over some other films this year that I rated similarly but were a little too safe for me, like Michael or Super Mario Galaxy. It's a very, as messy as it was, kind of like those films, it's at least trying something, and I appreciate that. I'd give Mother Mary probably a 6.5 out of 10. Definitely not one of the best of the year, but certainly not one of the worst. Yeah, 6.5 out of 10 for Mother Mary. Hope you guys like the review. Coming up next week is my review for Punisher: One Last Kill. Hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you all then. Bye for now.